Emily Park was a bright and imaginative 10-year-old girl who loved to sing. With her big, curious eyes and a contagious smile, she brought joy to everyone around her. Music was her world, and she often spent hours singing along to her favorite songs. However, everything changed when tragedy struck. Emily's mother passed away unexpectedly, leaving a deep void in her life. The loss shattered her heart, and the once vibrant girl became silent, retreating into her shell. For months, Emily didn't speak a word. Her laughter vanished, replaced by a heavy silence that echoed the pain of her grief. While other children laughed and played, Emily sat quietly, lost in memories of her mother and overwhelmed by sadness. Every day felt like an uphill battle for Emily, who missed not just the warmth of her mother's hugs but also the moments they shared together, especially those filled with music. Songs that once brought smiles now felt like sharp reminders of what she had lost. Her family watched helplessly as she drifted further away from them, unable to find her voice amidst the sorrow. Yet even in this darkest time, there was a flicker of hope hidden deep within Emily's heart. When she heard music play softly in the background or saw people singing, something stirred inside her, a gentle reminder of happiness and love that once surrounded her. It was this fragile connection to music that would soon lead Emily on a remarkable journey back to herself. Little did she know that on that fateful night at the concert in Vancouver, everything was about to change for her in ways she could never have imagined. Through the power of song and the kindness of a stranger, Emily would slowly begin to rediscover the spark inside her heart. Music has a magical way of touching hearts, especially in times of sorrow. For children like Emily, who are still learning to navigate their emotions, music serves as a powerful source of comfort and healing. It provides a safe space for expression, a way to share feelings that can often feel too heavy to bear. Songs can carry memories and remind listeners of loved ones, creating connections that words sometimes cannot. When life becomes overwhelming, melodies can offer solace. Whether it's a familiar lullaby sung by a parent or an upbeat tune that sparks joy, music can evoke powerful emotions. It has the ability to bring people together, lifting spirits and forging bonds even during the most challenging moments. For Emily, the memory of singing with her mother was intertwined with every note she heard, making each song both a reminder of what she had lost and a gentle nudge toward healing. Children may turn to music instinctively when they are sad or confused. They might listen to their favorite songs on repeat, sing along in their rooms, or even create their own melodies to express unspoken feelings. This creative outlet encourages them to process their emotions and helps bridge the gap between silence and expression. As Emily sat in the audience at the concert, surrounded by strangers yet united by music, she felt this profound connection deep inside her. The familiar resonances of "Your Song" not only brought back memories of her mother but also offered hope for new beginnings. As she listened to Elton John sing, she could sense the healing power of music beginning to stir within her once more, a promise that even amidst grief, joy and laughter could be rediscovered through melody. Music may be simple in form, but its impact can transform lives and lead weary hearts back into the light. The 2012 concert in Vancouver was buzzing with energy and excitement as fans filled the arena, all eager to see the legendary Elton John take the stage. The air was thick with anticipation, and the crowd's chatter created a lively backdrop of laughter and joy. Colorful lights danced across the venue, illuminating the faces of ecstatic concertgoers who had come to celebrate music and create unforgettable memories. As the lights dimmed, a wave of cheers erupted. Emily found herself nestled in the middle of this sea of enthusiastic fans, her heart racing with a mix of excitement and nervousness. She sat quietly, her eyes wide with wonder, taking in the vibrant scene around her while still feeling the weight of her sorrow. For many in the crowd, this concert was just another night of entertainment. For Emily, it was a chance to be enveloped by music once more. Once Elton John took center stage, an electric atmosphere filled the room. He greeted his fans warmly, his engaging presence instantly captivating everyone. The opening notes of his piano echoed through the arena, sending shivers down Emily's spine. Each song he played seemed to resonate deeply within her heart, awakening memories of singing alongside her mother. As he began to perform Your Song, Emily felt an undeniable connection to the lyrics. The heartfelt melody wrapped around her like a comforting embrace, pulling her closer to emotions long buried beneath layers of grief. Around her, thousands swayed and sang along passionately, creating a shared experience that transcended individual pain. Unbeknownst to her, this moment would soon become pivotal, a turning point that could help Emily break free from her silence and reconnect with the joy she once found in music. With each note from Elton's piano and each heartfelt lyric, she felt something stirring within, hope mixed with a gentle reminder that happiness could still return to her life. As Emily sat among the sea of concertgoers, her heart raced with a mix of excitement and trepidation. The vibrant lights and joyful chatter felt overwhelming yet exhilarating, stirring emotions she had kept bottled up for far too long. Her eyes sparkled with curiosity, but they also glistened with unshed tears, as the memories of her mother flooded back like waves crashing against the shore. With each song that filled the air, Emily found herself drifting in and out of reality. The lyrics began to resonate within her, echoing feelings she had struggled to articulate since her mother's passing. Every note from Elton John's piano seemed to reach deep into her soul, making her feel alive again, if only for a moment. Yet beneath the excitement was an undeniable ache, a reminder that someone so precious was missing from this experience. As Elton began to play Your Song, Emily felt a shiver run down her spine. The familiar melody wrapped around her like a warm blanket, evoking cherished memories of singing along with her mother during cozy afternoons at home. In that moment, surrounded by thousands of voices singing together, she felt both connected and isolated. While others were lost in joy, Emily grappled with her own sadness, longing for the laughter and love that once filled her life. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she quietly mouthed the lyrics, their meaning striking a chord deep within her heart. It was as if each word was pulling at the threads of her grief, coaxing them gently into something more hopeful. She wished she could join in the chorus aloud but found herself trapped in silence, fearful yet yearning. Little did she know that this moment in the crowd would soon spark a change within her. As she listened intently to the music flowing around her, hope began to flicker once more, a sign that maybe she could find her voice again amidst the echoes of love and loss. As Elton John began to play Your Song, the atmosphere in the venue shifted into something truly magical. For Emily, this song held a special place in her heart. It was more than just a beautiful melody. It was a bridge to her past, a reminder of moments spent with her mother, who had often sung it to her during quiet afternoons. The lyrics spoke of love and connection, themes that resonated deeply with Emily's memories, allowing her to feel close to her mother once again. With every note played, Emily felt enveloped by warmth and familiarity. The soft piano chords seemed to wrap around her like a comforting embrace, illuminating the darkness that had clouded her heart since her mother's passing. As she listened closely, she recalled how her mother had encouraged her passion for singing, always telling her how wonderful her voice was. Your Song was not just a favorite, it was an anthem of love that encapsulated their bond. Tears streamed down Emily's cheeks as she mouthed the lyrics, each word pulling at the strings of her heart. In that moment, the pain of loss mixed with the joy of remembrance. While others sang loudly around her, she felt a strong urge to join in but remained silent, caught in a whirlwind of emotions. Yet she couldn't help but feel that her mother was there with her, guiding her through the song. The performance took on new meaning as it revealed the possibility of healing. Each line reminded Emily that love transcends loss, and even though her mother was gone, their connection could never be broken. The melody encouraged hope and whispered promises of brighter days ahead. It was this powerful blend of memory and music that ignited something within Emily, a flicker of courage that would soon lead her to find her voice once more. As Elton finished the song with a flourish, Emily knew she would carry this moment in her heart forever, a testament to the enduring power of love and music in healing wounds. As Elton John continued to pour his heart into Your Song, he caught sight of a young girl in the audience who stood out from the crowd. Emily, with her tear-streaked cheeks and wide eyes, was quietly mouthing the lyrics. In that moment, he could see how deeply the music resonated with her. It wasn't just the melody. It was an emotional connection that reached far beyond the notes being played. Elton's keen eyes noticed more than just a fan captivated by his performance. He saw a child grappling with profound sorrow. The way Emily mouthed each word silently told him she was lost in her thoughts, transported back to moments filled with love and warmth from a time before grief consumed her. Her tears were a mixture of sadness and remembrance, showing he had touched something special within her. In an instant, he felt inspired to reach out to her. Leaning forward between verses, he whispered gently, "You've got a beautiful voice." This simple yet powerful encouragement ignited a spark in Emily's heart that had been dormant for so long. It was as if Elton's words wrapped around her like a comforting hug, one that reminded her she was not alone in her pain. His observation signified not only awareness but compassion, understanding the weight of loss that sat heavily on small shoulders. By recognizing her silent struggle, he validated Emily's emotions and created an opportunity for healing. In that brief moment of connection, he opened a door for her to emerge from her silence. Encouraged by his acknowledgement, Emily found herself craving expression once more, a longing to share her feelings through song. As she prepared to sing aloud for the first time since her mother's funeral, she felt as if hope had finally begun to bloom again within her heart, signaling a new beginning amidst the shadows of grief. As the notes of "Your Song" floated through the air, a sense of vulnerability enveloped Emily. She stood in the crowd, her heart racing but her voice trapped in silence, overwhelmed by the rush of emotions that engulfed her. It was at that poignant moment that Elton John, sensing the depth of her struggle, leaned forward from the stage. His eyes locked onto hers, and with a gentle smile, he whispered, "You've got a beautiful voice." In that instant, time seemed to freeze for Emily. The world around her faded into a soft blur as she absorbed his words. It was as if he had reached directly into her heart and pulled out the sadness that weighed her down. Those simple yet powerful words resonated deep within her, creating ripples of warmth and comfort at a time when she felt so alone. Elton's recognition was not just a compliment, it felt like an affirmation of Emily's existence, a validation that her feelings mattered. In his gaze, she found understanding and compassion that pierced through her grief. The connection was immediate and profound. She could feel the distance between them shrinking as he offered her this lifeline of hope. The gentle encouragement of his whispers served as an invitation to rediscover herself. With every syllable spoken, Emily began to feel a flicker of courage returning. Memories of singing alongside her mother flooded back, and the urge to express those feelings swelled within her. This moment felt like a turning point. It reminded her that even in sorrow, she could still find joy through music. Encouraged by Elton's words, Emily took a deep breath and prepared to sing aloud for the first time since losing her mother. The tenderness in his voice gave her strength, the reassurance she needed to step beyond her silence and embrace the possibility of healing through song. As the melody washed over her, she knew this moment would forever change her path, a bridge leading back to joy and connection amidst loss. As the final chords of "Your Song" echoed through the arena, a hush fell over the crowd, the anticipation palpable in the air. Emily felt her heart pounding in her chest as she stood on the precipice of a breakthrough she had longed for since losing her mother. With each word that Elton sang, memories washed over her like waves, recalling laughter and love shared in melodies of the past. Elton's gentle encouragement still lingered in her mind. "You've got a beautiful voice." Those words gave her the courage she needed. She took a deep breath, her chest tightening with emotion, and in that moment she made a choice. With tears streaming down her face and a trembling voice, Emily began to sing the next line aloud, filling the vast space of the arena with her soft but trembling notes. The sound was hesitant at first, but it quickly blossomed into something richer. It was a cathartic release, an honest expression of the pain she had held inside for far too long. The moment she let her voice break free felt transformative. It was as if each note carried away bits of her sorrow while simultaneously infusing her with warmth and light. The audience, initially surprised, began to support her with a soft swell of appreciation, their cheers growing louder as they recognized the courage it took for her to sing. For Emily, Singing that line was not just reclaiming her voice. It was like reaching out across the chasm of grief that had isolated her for months. Somewhere deep within, she felt her mother's presence. It was as if her spirit enveloped her in love and encouragement, pushing Emily forward. With every note sung and every tear shed, Emily transformed from a fragile girl lost in grief into a radiant young girl embracing life once more. As she continued to sing, the music became her bridge to healing, showing her that hope could flourish even in the darkest of times. In that powerful moment, Emily stepped back into her world, empowered by song and surrounded by love. As Emily's voice broke free and filled the arena, an unexpected wave of silence washed over the crowd. For a brief moment, everyone paused in awe, captivated by the sound of a young girl reclaiming her voice amidst grief. The soft tremor in her notes resonated with the hearts of those present, drawing them into her intimate world of sorrow and hope. Then, as if triggered by an unspoken understanding, the audience began to swell with emotion. Whispers turned into gasps of surprise and delight as people recognized the significance of what they were witnessing. Each line that Emily sang was met with gentle encouragement. Cheers erupted from those who understood that this moment was not just a performance, but a beautiful act of courage. A sense of unity spread through the crowd, transforming strangers into a collective support system for Emily. They felt her vulnerability and rooted for her triumph. As she continued to sing, their applause grew louder, echoing throughout the arena like a heartbeat, a rhythmic reminder that she was not alone. The warmth of their cheers enveloped her like a soft embrace, reinforcing the connection between performer and audience. This shared experience became profoundly significant for all involved. It was more than just witnessing a young girl rediscovering her voice. It was about the healing power of music bringing together people from all walks of life. Many in the audience carried their own stories of loss or struggle, and watching Emily sing aloud served as a reminder that overcoming grief is possible. As Emily poured her heart into each note, she could feel the energy from those around her lifting her higher. Their encouragement fueled her spirit and reinforced what Elton had said earlier, that there is beauty in vulnerability and strength in sharing one's truth. In that moment, surrounded by uplifting voices and heartfelt applause, Emily knew she had taken a monumental step forward on her journey toward healing, a journey shared with many others who understood the power of love and music to transform pain into hope. The moment Emily found her voice again at the concert was not just significant for her, it resonated deeply with everyone who witnessed it. Healing through music is a powerful phenomenon that transcends individual experiences, allowing people to connect and share their emotions in profound ways. In Emily's case, her breakthrough represented a pivotal step forward in her journey of grief, but it also served as a reminder to the audience of the universal capacity for healing found in melodies. Music has a unique ability to articulate feelings that often feel too complex or painful to express. For many, it evokes memories, comforts the soul, and provides a safe channel for emotional release. When Emily sang aloud, she didn't just reclaim her own voice. She became a vessel for shared sorrow and hope. The warmth and support from those around her demonstrated that vulnerability can foster connection, allowing others to recognize their own struggles reflected in her courage. Moments like Emily's remind us that healing is rarely a solitary journey. Rather, it is woven into the fabric of community and understanding. Each note sung and every tear shed creates ripples of empathy that can inspire others to confront their own grief and find strength in their vulnerabilities. The supportive cheers from the audience illustrated how shared experiences can transform pain into resilience. As she continued to sing, Emily embodied the essence of recovery, a testament to how music can help illuminate paths toward joy after tragedy. The concert became not just a celebration of art but a collective acknowledgement of love's enduring power. Through moments like these, we learn that healing is possible even in our darkest times, and that by sharing our stories through music, we can uplift one another and rebuild hope together. In this way, Emily's journey serves as an inspiration for all who seek to find their voice amidst the echoes of loss.